There's more breaking news we're following here in the Situation Room. We're just hearing the FBI is getting hundreds of tips after taking the very unusual step of asking the American public to help identify an English-speaking, possibly American-masked ISIS killer. Our justice correspondent Pamela Brown has more on that. Other terror developments we're watching. Pamela, what are you hearing?
Well, Wolf, the FBI says its request for help from the public has led to valuable information coming in about the idea of this masked militant and other potential Americans who are fighting or want to fight with terror groups.
We're here in the 17th Division military base just outside the city of Raqqa.
Hundreds of tips have poured into the FBI in the last 24 hours since officials called for the public's help in identifying this man.
And we're here with the soldiers of Bashar. You can see them now digging their own graves.
Seen in a recent ISIS propaganda video speaking fluent English before appearing to execute a group of prisoners.
It's his tone and in the inflection and the way that he actually says certain words that give a lot more away, that he certainly sounds as if he's been educated in North America.
Intelligence officials say they're worried the masked man may be someone with a Western passport who could easily slip into the U.S. or Europe.
One of the key things to identifying him is that he's going to have a social circle. And given that they're not sure who it is, that shows some of the lack of intelligence on our side as to who precisely has gone over.
In London, 4 men are now in police custody, suspected of conspiring to launch a terrorist attack on British soil. This just 2 weeks after 10 other men were arrested by British authorities on terror charges, including radical cleric Anjem Choudhury. British officials say they believe many of the arrests are linked back to Syria and Iraq.
The London arrests are very much worth watching. One of the key questions after the Islamic State called for the attacks on Westerners is to see if other groups are going to be following that.
And here in the U.S., 19-year-old Illinois teen Mohammed Khan is set to appear in a federal court on Thursday, accused of wanting to travel to Syria to fight with ISIS.
And federal investigators are still working on bringing additional charges against Khan. That's in addition to the material support cause he already faces. Wolf?